Today we're going to be talking about the new DICT files or dictionary files in NLP++. We're going to be taking a look at a couple of the parsers. The first one we're going to look at is the full English parser, and if you don't know how to get there, just look at your analyzer list here. Click on the load default analyzers and it'll take you to these default analyzers in the VS Code directory where you can take a look at them and play around with them. Now you notice that we've had added recently the KB listing or directory here, and there we had a lot of attribute KB files. Now we have very few, only one, and we have this new file, the DICT file right here. You can see that it's marked with a little book with a D on it. Before, the knowledge base was dumped in these KB formats that were particular to the conceptual grammar and NLP++, and they were not human readable. They were very good for dumping and for reading in if you didn't have to look at them or edit them by hand or take a look at their content, but they just weren't really a good way to upkeep things. So I finally implemented something I've wanted to do for many years, and that's the .dict file. So I took the English dictionary in the adder files and made it into the .dict file. And what the .dict file is a human readable file with the word on each line, one word and one meaning on each line. So for instance, you see running here. Running is a noun, a verb, an adjective, and a noun. Now you can have more attributes and meanings. In the future, we're going to be making the English dictionary very ample with a lot more attributes. But here we just have parts of speech. So that running as an adjective, verb, or noun are considered different meanings of the word. So that's why you have each word with its part of speech. In the future, you're going to have nouns that may have 4 or 5 meanings. So you'll have, again, the same word over and over in alphabetical order with all its attributes for that meaning. So that's the long-term goal. But this one is the new dictionary with just the parts of speech for English. And you notice if you go down all the way to the bottom, you're going to see that we have 190,000 words, but it's really less than that because there are some words repeated here. So that is really great because you can go in here and change it. You can look at it, correct it. The only thing, you have to keep them in alphabetical order. Know what you can't get around that because the algorithm to go find it and look it up quickly, it relies on it being in alphabetical order. Because if it's not, it will break the system in trying to look up the words. Now, if we go ahead and make a new analyzer, I'm going to show you how you can make your own dictionary, both the English and augment it, or your own smaller dictionary. I'm going to make a new analyzer, and I'm going to call this just DICT. And when I hit the turn, you can see there's a basic with nothing, basically just a basic analyzer with nothing in it, a dictionary analyzer, and the English dictionary analyzer. It doesn't analyze everything, it's just the English dictionary. So we're going to take the first one we're going to do is the dictionary here, and you can see that it copies it over. And now that I have the dictionary, the DIC, I'll click on that. We have a text here, and we have our little analyzer. And down here we have our KB. Now our KB has, again, an all.dict. All.dict is what you need to put in the KB. If you want to construct it by hand, you can click on this, give it a name, and it will construct a .dict file. So we're going to click on this. I've already got it there, so you can just start out right away. And you can see here, I'm going to show you that here's the text. He and she in January at Google. It's a dumb sentence. It's not really important about the sentence because we're just doing dictionary things. And I made my own dictionary here. He, it's a pronoun, it's gender M, she, pronoun, gender F, Google's a noun, Google's a verb, January is a noun, month is 1. So you notice that I can put as many things as I want. They can be arbitrary. I can make them up. I also can put them in double quotes if, for instance, you have a definition and it's got words in it, which we're going to be doing when we parse our Wiktionary files to make new dictionaries. So we're going to go ahead and run this. You can see here, and it reads in that dictionary and it's done. So we're going to take a look at the tree, and we're going to find out, see if it actually did find these things. And sure enough, he has, it is a pronoun. It's a gender male. She is a pronoun, gender female. January is a noun, and it's the month 1. Google is both a noun and a verb. The parts of speech number is 2. So you can see now you can make your dictionaries so much easier. And where does it happen? It happens at the DICT. So what happens when you run the analyzer, it loads the dictionary into memory, and then it goes and looks at all the words and looks them up very quickly. In fact, you can see the timings of that over here. The dictionary lookup's very fast, but if you want to look up over here, the KB, this is the KB timings, you can see that it took only 0.013 seconds to read this. Now, if we do the whole dictionary, as if we click here, and I'm going to do a whole dictionary here, we'll run it on this little test sentence, it's going to take longer. Why is that? There's 2 reasons. One, it takes, I think, about 1.5 or 1.6 seconds is all to read in that dictionary into memory. So that's much faster. In fact, it's 4 times faster than it was when it was reading these attribute files. What takes longer here, of course, is the long and complicated English parser, which is really taking up the most of the time. So if we take a look at this, it's ran. So I click on this, you can see that it read the dictionary in here 2.9 seconds. I said 1.5 because on my faster machine it runs almost a second, or more than a second fast, so really half the speed. But you can see it's much faster with this. And then of course you can just verify it, make sure you see that it has the full, not only the full English dictionary was looked up, but also it got the full syntactic parse here. So that's the way you can do dictionaries, build your own. You can basically come in here, create a dictionary by saying all.dict. You can just put all and it'll make a DICT. And then you go ahead and start building your dictionary there so that you can come out with your lookup in the dictionary, and you know that all those will have the features right in the beginning. Remember that the dictionary toke 0, this means, in fact, if you put your mouse over it now, it'll say dictionary lookup no white space. You can change that to with white space, but if you have that, it will look up in the dictionary, and in this case, it'll use your dictionary if you have an all.dict file here. And I hope you use this because it's very convenient, and I think this is going to make things much, much easier for you, for everyone using NLP++.